So Man United are looking to sign 22-year-old striker Darwin Nunez. He's been on absolute fire this season for Benfica. So let's have a look at exactly what the £70 million man can bring to Manchester United. Right, so Darwin Nunez, let's have a look who he is, what he brings, his play style, and how he would work at Manchester United next season. He's been linked, according to David Ornstein in The Athletic, it's been reported across the press over the last day or two. He's a 22-year-old Uruguayan striker that plays for Benfica. He signed in 2020 for around £21 million and is now valued at around €70 million according to reports. Nunez has been one of the star men for Benfica this season, which has catapulted them into the Champions League quarterfinals. So let's get into some of his stats this season. What exactly is he bringing? He's got 31 goals in 36 games in all competitions for Benfica. And after his hat-trick at the weekend, he's now got 24 goals and 3 assists in 24 games in the league this season. He's got 5 in 9 in the Champions League, including a brace against Barcelona when Benfica knocked them out of the competition. He's also scored against Liverpool in their first leg in the Champions League quarter-final, although they are 3-1 down, so who knows about that. But he's used to scoring in big games against big competitions, and that's a great quality to have for any young striker. Right, so how does he play? What is his play style? That is the crucial thing for Darwin Nunez. He's a target man. He's 6'2", but he doesn't just play down the middle. He likes to drift in from the left-hand side. He likes to have a bit of a dribble. Think somewhere between Zlatan and Berbatov. Maybe not in terms of quality, but in terms of he likes to have the ball at his feet and he likes to bring the ball down and bring others into play as well. He's very good at holding up possession. He likes balls to be played into his feet where he can then roll centre-backs and bring other strikers or other attackers into the play as well. And again, despite his size, he's a very quick player. He likes to get in behind and use his pace to dominate defenders. Once he gets up to speed, he is an absolute menace in behind. And this may sound obvious, but he's known for his finishing, which not all strikers are. You look at someone like Lukaku, doesn't have the best conversion rate. Darwin Nunez's finishing is elite. In the league this season, Darwin Nunez has a shot on target percentage of 55%, averaging 3.95 shots per game and 0.28 goals per shot. Now, those are just some numbers. To put that in perspective, that is better than the likes of Lewandowski, Ibrahimovic, Kane, Suarez, and Haaland from last year. These are elite numbers for a 22-year-old striker. And as I mentioned before, he likes to play as a number 9, but he can also cut in off that left-hand side using his favoured right foot to take on shots and play others in behind. Now, the next big question is how does he fit in at Manchester United? It's not just this current squad he has to deal with. It's not just this current manager he has to deal with. He has to potentially deal with a new manager next season and a whole new style of play. Now, hopefully, Manchester United are looking at this guy with a view to Erik ten Hag being there, assuming that he maybe have even been consulted on this sort of transfer or that he's been bought in knowing that he can play in Ten Hag style. So let's compare him to Sebastian Haller of Ajax and Cristiano Ronaldo of Manchester United. Now, if Ronaldo stays, he doesn't necessarily have to replace him. Nunez can play in a 2-up-top style. He's also, in comparison to Ronaldo, blown him out of the water this season. Yes, he's playing in the Liga NOS, which isn't the same standard as the Premier League, and he's playing for a more successful team, but he's got double the goals of Ronaldo in the league. His shot on target is 54.9. Ronaldo's only 34.8. They've got the same number of shots per 90, but Nunez has 0.28 goals per shot, whereas Ronaldo is just 0.11, which means he's more clinical or he's getting into more clinical positions more often. And again, comparing him to Haller, he's producing more goals than Ronaldo and is more on par with Nunez in terms of his output this season. Both of them tall strikers, both of them target men that like to use their feet to get out of tricky situations, and both of them can work under a Ten Hag style of play. This is one of those signings that just makes sense to me. He's a young player who's proven himself in a difficult league and he's doing it time and time again. He's got 34 goals this season and he's someone that is clearly an outstanding young talent across Europe. When you're looking at the sort of money that Dortmund want for Haaland, or more accurately, Mino Raiola wants for Haaland, you can easily see why United may turn their nose up at that and go for someone that is getting the same amount of goals as him and is a roughly similar age. And also another thing to think about is, when is the last time United signed a striker that wasn't a known quantity? When's the last time we signed someone that was on the way up? We signed Lukaku in his peak and it didn't work out. We signed Ronaldo after his peak, it didn't work out. The same with Ighalo. The last time United signed a striker, a number 9, to come in that was unknown was probably Chicharito Hernandez. United need to start taking some risks if we're actually going to go to the next level, rather than bringing in these known quantities that don't actually improve the team or really want to impress anyone. Let me know your thoughts on Darwin Nunez. Of course, a massively promising up-and-coming young striker, could be the next big thing in Europe. And another thing worth mentioning, he's recently changed agent to George Mendes, the super agent known for his work with Cristiano Ronaldo, as well as a whole host of players across Europe, someone who United have had many dealings with in the past. Does that grease the wheel slightly on this transfer? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Is he good enough? Is he right for Manchester United? And can he fit the style of play we will be using next season? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and hit subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in a bit.